Hello, this is George Senda, the real official. Where did I put my water glass? I don't know. Let me start over here. I think I left it in the kitchen. I'm dying in here. This is George Senda, the real official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls. It was 93 here today. Today is the last day of Death Heat, and I asked the question, can the Grays please abduct all the Weathermen to teach them a lesson to stop having us roast in the San Francisco area? All right, let me get up and see if I left my water in the kitchen. I don't see the glass here. It was here earlier. I keep filling it. I'm going through ice water like crazy. I put water in the cat dishes. It came out red hot. I threw ice in it. And Fluffy and little girl were lying here for a while, and they went outside. I just did a long video on, I will call it, mysteries that are unsolved, because it might be copywritten. I was at Safeway and someone bought me a paranormal magazine, so I did a 15-minute video on that. Okay, excuse me. As usual, my knees don't like getting up. Where did I put my water? Hold on. What happened to my water? Oh, there it is. Left it on the counter. There's a mystery. The Grays took my water. All right. I am live and roasting. And we'll go out and feed the cats in a while, but I decided to come in early for once. And I already had to sit here and do a video and roast. I'll show you the cover. There's the cover. So, that cover is what you'll have to watch the video after I post it, after I cat feed. So, let me get into the Chanel, and I can see the chat. Got a little bit of sleep today. I dreamt I was getting packages in the mail. So, the video after I post, and somebody, no, I was trying to sleep all day until I gave up. I got a little bit of sleep. Dreamt I had a whole bunch of eBay packages and books and things. Patty sent me a letter a week ago. It has not arrived. There was an earthquake along the California, fault about 8 in the morning, but I was sound asleep, so I did not feel it. And other than unsolved mystery videos that I'm watching and Resale Rabbit, I've not looked at any of the news today, because when it's 93 degrees, it's 90 in my living room now, it's too hot to look at anything. I wake up, go to the bathroom, I took a shower, I'm all icky again, and did the video about the magazine. So I have not seen the house explosion. There's a lot of fires, and the Canadian wildfires, there's, by the way, they say those will last at least till the fall. They're not out, which is incredible. And I had cereal for breakfast and coffee and took all my medication, and finally about 2 o'clock I got an hour of sleep, and then I woke up and took a shower and I'm back to sleep. So I've not seen it. Let me see if I can find out what's going on with that. I'll look. Let's see. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for coming into the chat. I'm spelling explosion wrong. Okay, it's Plum, Pennsylvania. That is, or maybe not. The house that exploded in Plum Saturday morning had hot water tank issues. So, WTAE, one of these news channels, I'm not going to play the video. That was last week, Saturday, first I've heard of it. You got to make sure your water tanks are working right, or they can blow up on you. All right, and see. 141 Rustic Drive. So that's the first I've heard of it. Thank you for telling me. Okay. Good Lord. 5 people died. Wow. And destroyed 3 houses. That must have been one heck of a water heater for all the gas, I guess. They have electric water heaters. I guess they're safer. All right, now let me go back to my channel. And Patty has not given Kathy or me her phone number because, oh, you're always calling me and driving me crazy. Well, a little hard. I reserved a van so we can get the refrigerator out there, bring the freezer in here, and go do other things on the 6th. And, well, hard to call Patty when she won't give Kathy or me the phone number. We're going to go down there next week, physically, which will be a real pain. And it's going to be 93 degrees next week, too. So, on Wednesday and Thursday, but I have to go get the money out of the bank. I need cat litter. I'm not a cat litter. A lot of money. Next month won't be a problem, I hope. Okay, I have 1,373,583 views and 18,678 subscribers, and I was very happy. I got a comment on my channel from one of my big subscribers, my biggest fans. Bellamy the Cat wrote me a comment. He is a channel member, and you can become a channel member too for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you see content nowhere else. He loves my videos, and his owner says Bellamy runs to the TV screen every time he hears my voice. He loves watching the guy from Pittsburgh. So I don't know anything about Plum, PA. I will look it up, but not now. I drove the scooter to Safeway last night to get food. Some places on the sidewalk, there's no sidewalk. It's dirt. Some places it's broken sidewalk. Some places they're lifted up like this. I finally, one place, it started to tip the whole scooter over. It was too steep. I went down in the bike lane and said, the hell with it. The cops all around here know me. They're not going to give me a ticket. But if things work out, the scooter will go back to Pennsylvania. Or go to Pennsylvania next month. We will see. One of my relatives needs it. So they will pay for the shipping and pay me for it, and then I'll save up the money. And by the way, I will have a quarter of what I need to get a fully enclosed scooter with air conditioning, headlights, taillights, windshield wipers, solar panel. They will put in USB-C and A ports and an AM radio. I got to listen to Talking Sports and oh yeah, it has a sunroof and a solar panel, and I will put in an air purifier, and of course my iPad, iPhone, and hopefully by then what else? iPad, iPhone, I think that. Oh, GoPro. You'll see me doing videos in the scooter live in the air-conditioned comfort. It will go in rain. It will go in snow. It will go through mud. It will ignore the heat. It will ignore the cold. It will ignore the snow because it is made in Canada. So, if everybody on the channel, 200 people donated, I think the figure I came up with was $27.50 before Super Chat. I would have the scooter next year. So, it cost a lot of money. Well, I'm getting, well, it didn't cost me anything. I'm making an automatic profit, but I'm going to put it all in the bank until I have $7,495, not counting the additions. They said it'd be about $8,000 to add the extra things. And I'm going to see if they can put a skin on it to have some of the guy from Pittsburgh pictures. Excuse me, I've got stuff in my eye. So, I have a scooter that will not fit on county connection buses. It will not fit on muni buses. It will not fit in HE transit buses. So effectively, it traps me in Martinez. I can store it on the street, park it, lock it up, and then run a 150-foot cord downstairs or plug it in anywhere I want to recharge it. Just carry a 150-foot outdoor orange cord. I can take it to a Tesla charging station and plug it in. By the way, the scooter This scooter charged in about 4 hours. I was amazed. Yeah, well, I hope you're having a cold beverage. I have not drank a beer in, I'm guessing, 2 years. The Mexicans were doing, where Tiny One is, were drinking Pacifica. And I said, oh, I've never heard of that. What is it? Here, they said, try one. So they handed me one. It was nice and cold, and it was good beer. And that's the only beer I've had in about 2 years. So before the pandemic, before every liquor store went crazy with no single beer sales, I would buy one bottle of Spaten or Heineken or Beck's. But I haven't had a beer unless I had one when I was doing videos with Opera. I've seen him waiting for the bus. He looks like Jeremiah Johnson, Mountain Man. And he got mad at me for some reason. I don't know what I did to him, but he was talking to me. So, and he was in bad straits. He got ripped off for a car that he bought. The guy took his car and wouldn't give him his money back. No, it's not considered a motor vehicle. And if I have a handicap placard, which I will, I have to go to the DMV next month because they're scanning square thingy. Would not work my phone. It would not send it to the DMV. I have to take the paperwork in, which is sitting in here, and say I need my handicap placard. So if I put that handicap placard in the front window and make a copy for the back window, I can park in a handicap space. But I probably won't want to do that to keep someone with a car from using it who needs it, so I'll park somewhere else. But it's considered basically a mobility scooter. I was told originally they consider it to be a motorized bicycle. And since I'm fully enclosed, I don't believe I'll have to wear a helmet. And one of my friends online said, worry about me, I should ride on the sidewalk. But yesterday I was looking for the mailman who didn't come till after 5 o'clock. And this young girl, about 15, pink top, black pants, was going like a bat out of hell on her electric scooter with no helmet down the middle of my street. So, a natty light? What is a natty light? At a light where gnats fly around with fireflies inside. So, I don't know about Tobias and his medical condition or his blog. I have a number of blogs where I repost my videos. I haven't done a actual blog post in ages. So, years ago, when I was younger, I drank Coors, but that was at parties at science fiction conventions. I went to the better stuff. Last I knew, Spaten was $3 a bottle. I have had one other beer that Kathy liked, Tsingtao from China, when we would go to San Francisco and go to Chinese restaurants on Kearny Street. So, that's about it. It is 90 degrees here. So, I think my milk went bad last night. I made my cereal and I started having major issues with the milk this morning and got sick. So if I get milk again, I'll go with the receipt. The next time I go up to Safeway, I got to go out tomorrow. Not the scooter, it won't fit on the bus. That's why I'm getting rid of it. And I will take the scooter up Pacheco Boulevard in the daytime when I go film the farmer's market on Sunday and see if I can make it all the way up the hill. But the problem is, I am miles away from Target. 10 miles at least away from Walnut Creek, Target, and Capital One, and the Apple Store, and I'd never make it down there because we'll run out of power. So, well, clothes of stone? What good is that to wear clothes made out of stone in the shower? I'm a little puzzled with it. I am looking at football. The Alexa show had something about the NFL. When it's 90 degrees, I don't look at anything except I wake up, I can't sleep, it's too hot. It's like an oven in here. Even at 4 in the morning, there's waves of heat still. And no, Big Ben is not coming back. He's retired. Forget about it. Oh. I thought it might be the Thing from the Fantastic Four, you know, and he's taking a shower. The Thing must get sweaty with all that skin made out of rock. Maybe he doesn't sweat anymore for all I know, but how do you control the heat in your body? No, I'm not a Mason. My grandfather was. 33rd degree. My mother's father. Terry Bradshaw is having how to put it, mental issues. He's having memory issues. So I prefer the Giants. I prefer the until they built the Pacific Bell Park, or whatever they're calling it now. I prefer the Pacific Bell Park to the A's Park. In the A's Park, you always have the danger of getting mugged when you go out back to bar to the parking lot. A's was a nice place to watch baseball, and in the days where I could eat nachos with melted cheese, I used to buy a big thing of nachos and a soda, but it's been years. We're talking a year now. I don't know. He died. He died when I was a baby. He never saw me except in pictures. So I have a picture of him, and I'm not going to show the rest of my family for security reasons. I don't want them harassed. But he died in 1959, so I was 7. No, I wasn't a baby. I come think of it. But he was aware. Now my grandmother met me on my mother's side. I went to Germany in 1962 when I was 10. That was an experience going to Germany because the Lufthansa plane I was on going to Nuremberg hit clear air turbulence. Everybody started throwing up, and it dropped 7,000 feet in 30 seconds. And when you're 10, you have no life. But I saw my life pass before me, and I'm going to die. And I don't want to ever fly Lufthansa again. You and your clear air turbulence. So you have to. There's a Masonic temple. Both arms are hurting today. I've fallen on these a number of times. I've damaged the right rotator cuff and the left arm is hurt. Riding the scooter, I got off the scooter last night. I was sore. There's Masonic Temple, a block. Actually, you go down one block and up one block, and it's right on the corner. It takes up half the block. You have to apply. You have to have $300 for the initiation fee, and then they have to check your background. So if I went in there, I would tell them about my past history and see if they would admit me as a Mason. It only takes one Mason to say no. They've invited me to dinner. They have dinner every Thursday. I may do that one day, but I need nice clothes. You know, A's are going to move to Las Vegas. They're not going to go to Boise. Boise is like minor league time. You're not going to move to Boise when you're already in a major league city. Although Oakland, I feel sorry for Oakland fans. The Raiders, the Raiders, not the 49ers, the Raiders, the Warriors, and the A's. They've gotten screwed over the years. And I find it kind of funny that the owner of the Raiders hates the owner of the A's. So he doesn't want to cooperate with them. But the Tropicana will be torn down, and they're going to build the new A's stadium there. They've already got the funding, so it's going to happen. Yeah, Boomer Buggy is $7,495. So donate. Then I will have it flown to Las Vegas and drive it down the strip. Once again, I will be preparing one of my iPads. The charging port is broken, and see if they can take the data off my iPad that I dropped it and bent the case and bent the battery. I'll be taking that in next month to get it repaired. So, yeah, that'd be funny. Me wearing a leather jacket, right? All fat guys with Boomer Buggies. Boomer Buggy X Pro is the new name. Free shipping. Of course, I'm always amazed when anybody donates to this channel. So, no, never met. Okay, I'm from Pittsburgh. The mortal enemy of Pitt, the school I went to for a year under the Young Students Program, the mortal enemy of Pitt is the evil, I believe they were called Nittany Lions. Penn State was a division rival, so I don't talk to Penn Staters. I don't talk to Philadelphians either, because that's what we called Philadelphia as a child. Don't like the Phillies, don't like the Flyers, don't like the 76ers. I can't remember the basketball. I'm not into basketball. So, and I don't like cheesesteaks. It's a perversion. Putting poor defensive smelted cheddar cheese on a cheesesteak. So there is Martinez somebody or others. I keep seeing news on Martinez Patch. I've never gone over there because it's too far to walk in the heat. Yeah, but Penn State is that way. It's east. I have no idea. I have not seen him in a couple of years. I called his phone and he wouldn't answer the phone. So what can I say? People get mad at me for whatever reason, and if I can't find out why they're mad at me, they won't talk to me. But they were division rivals. Then someone changed the division. They weren't division rivals, and they understand that I could be wrong. Now they're division rivals again. Excuse me. You're using my name, you're a troll. Bye. And it always says when you're not moderated as user. So, report this guy for harassment. Not that YouTube ever does anything about harassing trolls. And put him in a timeout just for, yeah, the Eggles. The evil Eggles. So, well, he's gone. So, and he doesn't know where how much I'm getting for the scooter, and it's none of his business. I will buy an iPad with my own money. I already got an offer from Capital One for a secured credit card. I just have to give them money. And, it's none of his business if I buy an iPad, either. I got 3 broken iPads. I need a new iPad for the channel. I don't see him chipping any money in. Sendonomics my ass. Enough trouble dealing with Bidenomics and then indicting Trump every time he sneezes. I think personally they're doing this not only to try to stop him. Wouldn't it be weird if he became president? What are they going to do? They're going to keep indicting him once he's president too? Can Trump pardon himself? Maybe. You know, they bitch when I buy books, they bitch when I buy UFO magazines, they bitch when I buy food, they bitch that I have cats, they bitch about everything. And one clown, excuse me, I don't know. I read about the indictment. I think it's out. They're going after Giuliani. They're going after, and there were some site was saying they're using the same tactics that Giuliani did when he was an attorney, Justice Department attorney for New York about RICO. I think it's outrageous. You know, Trump was not trying to overturn the election. He said the results were not right. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I watched him live. I'm winning this election handily. At 8 o'clock, he was losing, and there's all these Biden votes that came out of nowhere, with votes only for Biden. And as a former election inspector for 10 years in San Francisco, that is impossible. You're not going to have all but thousands and thousands of ballots mysteriously showing up with only one thing on the ballot. You're going to have proposition, state and local senators, local propositions, people running for mayor and governor and city council or supervisor or what have you, and they're all blank. And they found them under tables, they found them in station wagons, they found them at a school, they found them in those drop boxes. And a lot of those votes to go out to nursing homes and farm the votes out and pay the people for collecting them. So, yeah, well, it's Racketeering Act or something. I don't know what RICO stands for. The only RICO I know is Edward G. Robinson and Little Caesar. Is this the end of RICO? As they machine gun him to death. So, 1931, I believe. So, but they're terrified that Trump will get back in because Trump is going to, and by the way, there's a new special counsel to go after Hunter Biden again. So that, both, as far as I'm concerned, both Bidens are crooks. They sold their influence to China. No, they were not mail-in ballots. They did a big deal. I watched all these videos live that night. I had iPads going. I had the television going. I had another Mac going, I think. And they, in the Philadelphia polling place, said that the bathroom is leaking. We have to evacuate the polling place. They came back after all the Republican poll watchers were forced out of the building by the police. They taped up the windows. So no, it's nothing going on here. Move along. And suddenly they found a whole bunch of ballots under the table that weren't there at 2 o'clock. They found ballots, and I watched them. They had ballots at loading docks. They had ballots in high schools and schools. They had ballots in a station wagon. Those were not the polling place. Boxes and boxes of ballots showed up mysteriously all over the place. So don't tell me they were mail-in ballots. They weren't delivered until the election was, the polls had closed. It's fraud. But if you say that, YouTube goes after you. Just like 9/11, I saw a missile hit the building. Channel 4 news copter was hovering over the hole in the building. Flames were not coming out of that hole yet. Supposedly a plane went in there. Suddenly this black shape that looked like a missile knee went in and exploded. Then you had flames, not an aircraft. That video was live in 9/11 from Channel 4 in New York. The helicopter took like a bat out of hell. They didn't want to get blown up. People didn't want to get blown up. That video is gone off of YouTube. There's a lot of videos you've never seen, including the 2 videos taken from the 7-Eleven and the, I believe it was the Marriott or Hyatt Hotel across in the Pentagon, showing the plane that may or may not have hit the Pentagon, because some claim there was no plane. And those videos have never been released by the FBI. I don't remember. I woke up at 8:30 our time. Someone criticized me thinking it was live when I saw the coverage. What do I know? I'm in California. I didn't think it was a time difference. And I said, I have this, I'm not as psychic as my mother, but I said, something is terribly wrong. I can feel it. I'd better go and turn the TV on. The same thing happened. The Challenger disaster, I woke up at 2 p.m. or whenever that was, 3 p.m., said, something's wrong, better turn on the TV. And I see the coverage of the tower. I think the first tower fell at, first tower fell about 10 o'clock. I'm not laughing at 9/11. I'm laughing what he said about the Chiefs. So I root for the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl 3 years running my NFL predictions. I doubt it. This was all from Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. Although I was always puzzled because we were told for several years by Gene Kirkpatrick and other people in the Obama administration that Osama bin Laden, Osama bin Laden was in a cave somewhere and he had kidney dialysis and he was dying of kidney failure, and suddenly they find him in a compound in Pakistan. So which story is it to be believed? It's just like if you believe the garbage that the Air Force put out about Roswell, where at first it was a weather balloon. They humiliated Jesse Marcel Sr., who would have known all about the balloons because he was the intelligence officer at the air base at Roswell, and then they said it was crash test dummies. if you believe that, I got a bridge I can sell you down the road. So, no, I woke up at 8:30 in the morning, which would have made 11:30. This is the best of my recollection. I've been up all night, and I just gone to sleep. I woke up with a start. I've done that 3 times in my life, other than having a nightmare, and woke up just before the 6.4 earthquake across the bay hit this building and shook it up and down for 25 seconds. And it raised me in the sofa bed literally off the floor. I was sitting in it. I was lying in it without the sofa bed pulled out, and I'm going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But I woke up. My mother was very psychic. She knew when everybody was sick and when things were wrong in the family. I just have a feeling, a sense that something's wrong. So, and I cannot control the hearts. A troll came in here about 2 months ago, and I blocked him, and he did, in the time it took me, he made some nasty comment like Sendonomics person just made. And when I blocked him, he did something to the chat, made the hearts go. I cannot get rid of the hearts. And YouTube says I cannot get rid of the hearts because when I eliminated the chat by blocking all comments, because really I hate the troll comments, it limited the whole chat record. So I can't fix it. I think it's idiotic that now some claim that YouTube has done this with the hearts. I don't know if that's the case or not. So I apologize if it's annoying you, but there's nothing I can do about it. I have a problem with Kathy. She's not answering her phone. I called and get message sent her his phone. And I've asked Patty in the past, will you please tell Kathy to fix this so I can call her? And then she'll call me at like 11 o'clock at night when I'm trying to go to sleep. The hearts make me smile too, but to sabotage my chat, you're being a real A-word. And he sabotaged my... There's also these stupid smiling heads or something. I don't know what's going on with that. No, I have no money. I'm not going to go see Barbie. And Oppenheimer, I've read enough about Oppenheimer. No interest in seeing those movies. I don't want to spend 7 or 8... Oh, by the way, the Disney has now stopped selling physical Blu-rays in Australia. They're going straight to digital. So one day, you won't be able to buy stuff on media. You'll have to download it. And I hate the idea of paying a company to download their movies. I want to have it in my Blu-ray player when I have one, a portable Blu-ray player. I have a Blu-ray player. I want to have it in my DVD player and watch my movie. No, I don't know what she's seen. No, I did not meet Oppenheimer. You're wrong. When I was a child, the only people I knew about the atomic bomb were Herman Kahn, who wrote On Thermonuclear Warfare, and I'm doing this from memory, and my memory sucks anymore. The enemy of Oppenheimer, Edward Keller, and General Graves, who was the general in charge of the Manhattan Project, who pushed for the development of the atomic bomb, and that was about it. So, But we lived in Pittsburgh and Deal, Maryland, and Washington, D.C., and Conneaut Lake, New York. We moved around a lot, but I had no knowledge of Oppenheimer until I became an adult. So, yeah, well, how fast do you travel backwards? That'd be a silly time traveler going on 1 second. It'd take you years to go anywhere. And what if you go back, is it back 1 second? Go next week and go down to the ATM and get my money out. I'll probably see him 5,000 years from now. Let me see. Nonsense. We dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. When do you get this polio vaccine? It hadn't been invented yet. Okay, I'm going to remove that comment because it's idiotic. Another troll. They're obsessed with my selling the scooter. They really hate it. Anytime I get money, they hate it. God knows they probably blow their brains would explode if everyone won the Powerball, the Mega Millions, or the Super Lotto, or gotten a large inheritance. They always accuse me of wanting to do things with it that they don't approve of, which is anything I do. Screw them. I'm going to do what I want to do. They don't have any right to, what is that thing there? I don't know. They don't have any right to criticize me for anything I do. You're here to watch the videos, not make slanderous comments about me or attack me. A lot of them I ran into these trolls 20 years ago when I was the co-moderator of a discussion forum, the Republican discussion forum on an escort board site, and they attacked me then too. I haven't sold the scooter yet. So, now I'm not talking about your mind being blown like with drugs or, well man, my head blows my mind. Their heads would explode because they go nuts by one. Excuse me, it's very hard to win the lotto. Years ago, hold on, I'm going to type this. I hit 4 out of 6, and 2 of my numbers were 1 digit off. So it's in an alternate universe, I'm very rich. They had discussion board. There was a cooking discussion board. There was a writing discussion board. There was a liberal leftist discussion forum there. There were discussion boards, much like their discussion boards on Blogger and their discussion boards on alt news, or used to be alt news, on bulletin board systems back in the day. I won $250 because I varied the mega number. But if I had hit those numbers, it was my parents' wedding anniversary, my birthday, instead of 18, it was 17. Instead of 28, it was 27. And Kathy goes, why do you buy more tickets? I said, I spent $25. What do you want to do? Spend my entire fortune on lottery tickets? And I've seen people do that. But the escort website had nothing to do with my political thoughts, but they hated that I was a conservative. And they attacked me with my weight. I'm going to die from a tooth infection. And some of those people went from that site when it was shut down by the FBI to, we're supposedly having underage escorts, which I never believed. And they arrested the person running the site, and a woman running the site. I met some of the people at parties that I went to just to meet people to get out of the house, and Kathy went to one party, and I got back a purse that someone had stolen for the woman who was and I don't have a problem with escorts. I think prostitution should be legal because these women had children they had to feed. They had families. I think we don't get judgmental about taking a woman out on a date and spending a $90 bottle of champagne on her and a $200 dinner. But you give a woman money for sex, alarm bells go off and they arrest you for solicitation. And they do fake solicitation where they try to catch people. That's wrong too. So in any event, I got horribly attacked, and then some of those people, when that site was gone, the minute I went on BellGab, I found out the Art Bell discussion board. I loved Art Bell, still love Art Bell. they came over and started attacking me there once I was on that board, and went full attack when I started doing YouTube, and it's never stopped. So they harassed George Norrie, Premier Radio Networks, my girlfriend Kathy, and there's a guy with a fake fan page that slanders me, and a guy with an imposter channel. I looked up the name. He's calling himself the guy from Pittsburgh, and he did that 5 years after I started mine. I think pot should be legal. I think I don't think heroin should be legal. I don't think amphetamines, illicit drugs should be legal. But pot, I've met people use for pain, and they're not crazed drug maniacs out there. So, well, the oldest job on earth might be being a brewer or a baker. I don't know. And the sun is baking me right now. Let's see. It's now up to 92. So, and then I have to go, when the bright light is coming from the sun, the door's open. But if I close that door, I can't do a video in here. It's with all the fans up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't reach that one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fans in here. And all it does is blow hot air around it. When I leave the house to feed the cats, I come back, it's like an oven in here. So someone left a can of tomatoes whole tomatoes downstairs, and a can of green beans. So I'll be eating the green beans tonight with my dinner board we do. Tomorrow I have to go out and get money. And it's a week for my super chat. So, and I'll be using that for cat food, cat litter, and one bill to pay down one of my bills. Yeah, it's the sun. I can't turn off the sun, I'm sorry. The light is there, the lamp to provide light for the camera, but if I get up and close that, I'll start keeling over because it's just too hot in here. Excuse me. I don't know anything about Kate. Hold on. Here's another troll. Under the law, I can legally sell anything that is given to me. It's my property. So shut up, troll. And I'm selling it to buy a better one because mine is too big to fit on the and I never heard of, I'm going to remove that comment. I like canned green beans. I like canned tomatoes. My refrigerator doesn't work right. The stuff rots in the bottom and it thaws in the top. So, and I have no working stove. I can put it in a crock pot, and I intend to take part of that money, frankly, or pay down the Target bill and get a new pressure cooker. Well, I can cook something. My microwave dies, I starve. Well, I'll get the surgery and there's a walker by the elevator. I got rid of my walker, but I was thinking I didn't need it. Someone left a walker there. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to have to, I don't know, I have the surgery. I got to lose another 25 or 30 pounds. And I'm not going to do the surgery. I have the colonoscopy scheduled, the sleep study scheduled, eye surgery done. The knee surgery is later, next year. When I've got all my bills paid down, and I still have to go feed Tiny One and Gray. And I could buy another, I could get a used scooter for $500 to $800. And a 3-wheel scooter, and then it would fit on the bus. But I push a shopping cart to feed the kid. I got rid of the small shopping cart, and that was a big mistake. Because I used that to lean on. My knees hurt when I go feed the cats. And they even criticize me when I feed the cats. The other night, I posted the video. A guy accused me of leaving my beer bottles there. Not my beer bottles. It's someone who lives there who leaves beer bottles. And I do throw away the food containers. They attract flies. So food that the person who lives there or somebody leaves the food there, and then there's a cloud of flies over the food. So, yeah, I don't know. My refrigerator hasn't worked in 2 years. Now, I have a van reserved so Patty can come over, rent the van, I will pay for it, and then we will get rid of the refrigerator, and then we will transport the scooter to a place where it's going to be boxed up for delivery, and we'll go out shopping. And we'll take Kathy and Patty and meet at dinner, which I will pay for. And you're right, my finances are no one else's business. But like I said, here's a little girl. Hello, my sweet. I put flea product on her earlier. I don't know. She's still scratching. A thing of flea liquid. I've never had, the commercials are strange. That little girl. Little girl. No, we're getting it. We don't need a U-Haul. We're not moving the refrigerator except down the balcony. We're putting the scooter in the van and transporting it to a place where they can box it up, and then by then the people in Pennsylvania will give me the money to ship it. They're paying for all that. I ain't gonna pay for it. We're getting a U-Haul van. Patty's van is dead. I will pay. The van rental is about $130, so plus 79 cents, 79 cents a mile. So I'm gonna have Patty take me to Walmart, Target, the other Target, Capital One. We'll have Kathy meet us after we get rid of the scooter, and then we'll go to dinner. Well, she's getting a furniture dolly, and I will have to move the scooter, have to move my bed out of the way into the hallway, the bedding, this chair, the tray table, all that to be moved. We take the chair over there will have to be moved. But all that in the hallway. When I get back, we'll have the fun of, when Patty comes back with me with the van, we'll have the fun of putting the bed back. Not. And the refrigerator will be out there. I'll have the mini freezer by then. And we'll put the mini freezer and the refrigerator that's right here in the space. After I clean it out, I will put the refrigerator in the mini freezer. The refrigerator is not exactly light, but I can get it over there. And then I'll clean that area out, and then I'll have the mini freezer and the refrigerator next to each other. And I get my table back to play my Apple II games. Okay, but I'm sick and tired of people bitching about, anything I mention, I'm going to get money from anywhere. They bitch. Oh, you're getting money, you're using it for this, you're scamming people, you're conning people, you're asking people for money. Yes, I am. And, when I signed the paperwork, hold on. Oink. The paperwork is in here that I signed. It said delivery ticket. Ooh, this costs more than I thought, by $1,000. So we will deal with that. I gotta tell the people back east. But the scooter I'm going to buy is going to be red. It has taillights, headlights, mirrors, air conditioning, heaters, sunroof, solar panel. It goes 25 miles an hour, whereas this scooter goes 5. It's fully enclosed. It has windshield wipers. It can go in snow. It can go in rain. It can go in mud. It can go in sleet. I don't know about hail. I won't be walking in the heat anymore. I won't be walking in the cold. I can go out in the rain, which you cannot do with the scooter. It won't get on the bus, but it'll get up the hill and take me almost anywhere I need to go, except I don't know if it fit on the elevators on BART to go to San Francisco to my doctor. But if it doesn't, well, It's fully enclosed. It's not a golf cart. They have one, an off-brand, some Chinese thing where you put the doors on the side, you can remove them, but this, you can lock it up. It has an FM radio, and they're all obsessed with MP3 players. I thought we're into MP4 now. And they're going to put in USB-A. It is considered a motorized bicycle under the law. So I can ride it in the bike lane. The company told me that 2 years ago. So, excuse me, shut up. It is temporary. Housing will pick up the refrigerator. They'll go to hell troll. They'll pick up the refrigerator. I've already talked to them about it. They're well aware I want to get rid of the refrigerator. I've been wanting to get rid of the refrigerator for 2 years because it doesn't work. And it's putting out waves of heat, which is another reason why it's so hot in here. And it's melting all my food and ruining the fresh food in the bottom, including milk, vegetables. Everything rots. And it's 17 years old. It's time for it to go. And it's not blocking anybody. It's going to be by the recycling bins. And nobody lives by the recycling bins, except maybe trolls, because they probably live in the garbage can. There. Now. God knows if I ever won the lotto, though, their heads would explode. They would bitch that I have a house. They would bitch that Kathy has a house. They would bitch that Patty has a house. And everybody that's ever given money to me, except one person who sadly is dead, would get double or triple their money back. Yeah, but the problem with the maintenance man moving it is I might have to wait weeks or hell, they took 2 months to fix my sink. I've still got a plug in the kitchen that's hanging out of the wall because the guy didn't put it in right. I'm still waiting for them to replace my fluorescent light to fix that thing that's hanging down forever. This is not like I call them Monday and they show up Tuesday. They show up when they either are not busy or when it's scheduled. And I'm not going to wait anymore. I put up with 2 years of this refrigerator. I have to throw out, I go get frozen food. In 3 days, it's dripping water, and it goes bad, and I have to throw it out. That's why I no longer get Meals on Wheels dinners, because they say your freezer doesn't work. I should have shut my mouth and said it works fine. Although, as they got on, the Meals on Wheels dinners were horrible. We're moving at the end of the balcony. I will call them up, say we have moved the refrigerator, we have sealed it with Gorilla Tape. Come by and collect it and put a big sign, do not touch. Maintenance will pick it up. My neighbors all know me. There's only 1, 2, 3, 5 neighbors in the L-shaped corner of the balcony. And there's a big cat treat someone left her. We'll take that downstairs. We'll move the scooter. We'll move the recycling bins and put it in the far corner. And we'll not block anybody's access to anything. It won't be in the front of an apartment or a window, but at the end of the balcony. If it were not so heavy, we would take it down the stairs, but it's not like the sofa bed. I don't think we carry that down by hand. But I believe. Computer, how much does the average refrigerator freezer weigh?
The average refrigerator has a mass of about 49 pounds. The average freezer has a mass of about 47 pounds.
That doesn't seem right. Computer, how much does a refrigerator freezer combination weigh?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, a double-door refrigerator/freezer can weigh between 160 to 260 pounds, depending on the brand and accessories.
Computer,
did that answer your...
Stop. Computer, how much does a single-door refrigerator freezer weigh?
From Giznex.com. The best Midea single-door refrigerator is Midea MDRD86FGF31.
Computer, stop! Computer, how much does a refrigerator freezer weigh?
The average freezer has a mass of about 47 pounds.
Thing's obsessed with giving me the wrong answer. I cannot believe that a freezer weighs 47 pounds. All right, let's say it weighs 100 pounds. I don't know if we can get it down the stairs, or we would. We sure can't get it past all the jungle and the tables to the elevator. We would get it to the elevator and take it downstairs. All right, with that in mind, once again, trolls have aggravated the hell out of me. Is their sole purpose in life. So sick of these people. No, there's nobody talking to me. There's Fluffy and little girl who are sacked out on the Halloween rug. And after this video, I got to post a video and go feed the cats. It is 5 minutes to 7. No, that's the thought. Computer, say hello.
Hi.
There you go. It is not a person. It is an Alexa dot. Excuse me. I get money on the 30th of the month. So shut up, troll. I will be giving Kathy half the money for Orkin to come out and spray her apartment, with the codicil that her apartment must be clean when I go over there to see it. It can tell very bad jokes. It volunteers very bad jokes. It reads books to me. It plays songs I never want to listen to. It plays videos I don't want to listen to. The Alexa show did show earlier Pirates News, Pittsburgh Pirates News, not the Pirates of Penzance or the Pirates of the Caribbean, Harg. So, I don't know how much it weighs. It's a very old Roper refrigerator. Let me see if I can get me an answer. Computer, how much does a Roper refrigerator freezer weigh? Computer, stop. See, I talked to one computer, one dot answers the one over there, which I can't hear. Computer, how much does a Roper refrigerator freezer weigh?
From petfoodprocessing.net. The suggested retail price for the 1.3 pound roll is $4.58.
Computer, stop. Idiot gives me pet food information. Yeah, well, good luck with that with this thing. It's $130 for the first treatment. It's $65. It's $30 for the other two, not $65. I'm going to be giving her half the money for all 3 spray treatments. So don't give me any crap trolled about no money for spraying. Status update. You're not paying for it, so shut the hell up. All right, with that in mind, nobody has donated to the chat again. Every dime I get after cat feeding money and litter money will go for the new motorized, enclosed, air-conditioned, heated, with iPad, iPhone, and GoPro in it scooter. This is George Senda the guy. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have it play. I do not play games on the Alexa Dot because the Dot is annoying. Wakes me up with garbage I don't want to hear. Wakes me up out of a sound sleep. I hate it. All right, I got to post this other video. It is about a 15-minute video, and I got to go feed the cats and turn the fans on because I'm dying in here. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night, and stay cool, and I will catch you later. Bye-bye for now. There is no lamp on top of a box, man. Okay. See you later.